Hey YouTube, Prof Sales coming at you with a very quick video. Today's topic is about the new changes on Amazon. As many of you know, if you're in the reseller community and you participate in forums and websites, you have found out that Amazon has restricted more brands from being sold on their platform. These include Nikon, Microsoft, and Sony products. A lot of resellers out there have made quite a good bundle of cash selling these items. And I've got to tell you, over the last 24 hours, there's been sort of a sky is falling mentality among a lot of people in the reseller community. However, I'm here to tell you that this is not the end of the world. The sky is not falling, and this is just another opportunity. You got to think through what's going to happen with these items. Well, more than likely, the people are going to continue to sell these items because they're great brands. People are not going to quit selling Nikon cameras and lenses or Sony products like PlayStation or Microsoft's wide variety of products either. More than likely, a lot of these products are going to get shifted over to other platforms such as eBay, maybe even Bonanza. You know, it's hard to say how it's going to fall out. You will also probably see prices rise on a lot of these items on Amazon as people find out that they're more and more scarce. But that still doesn't tell us, well, what should we do with this information? If you were someone who was selling a lot of these items, you know, what's your next move? And I can attest to having been personally impacted at the very moment this news came and these products started getting restricted. I was listing a bunch of PlayStation 2 games, several of which got restricted in the middle of my shipment. I had to go back in, take them back out. So now I'm sitting here with this big glut of games that I can't sell on Amazon. So what's the solution? Well, there's Craigslist, there's OfferUp, there's Garage Sale, and of course there's eBay, there's Bonanza. There's places to sell games, there's places to sell these products that don't have to do with Amazon. This is part of diversifying your portfolio, and it's something I've really been thinking about a lot lately. When we focus all our efforts on one platform or one particular niche that could go south in a heartbeat, like with these major brands like this, then you run the risk of all of a sudden waking up one day and realizing, 30% of your revenue is now gone, 30% of your sales. I've talked about before, specializing in a product line, but not necessarily a specific brand. For instance, I sell jeans, but I don't sell only one type of jeans. So that if all of a sudden Levi's, for instance, came out and said, hey, we're not going to allow eBay to sell or to use our name on their website anymore. So all the sellers that have Levi's on there are going to have to stop selling. I don't sell only Levi's. And even if that did happen, I would sell the Levi's in other places. There's always got to be a plan in your back pocket for what happens when business changes. And this is just another change. And yeah, it's a dramatic one for some people because, let's face it, these are great brands and they're very profitable for a lot of people in the reselling community. But they're going to have to evolve. And some people are probably going to fail, others are going to evolve and they'll be just fine. But the bottom line is you have to think about diversification, not even just in your reselling, also in your life. Where are your sources of income coming from? I saw a great video just recently from Entrepreneur Girl where she breaks out in a pie chart form how she diversifies her income sources. And I think she maybe had about 10 different categories. It was quite a few. So that if any one category is doing poorly in a given time frame or even ceases to exist, it's not going to be the end of her financial security and her financial resources. That's good advice for all of us. Think about e-commerce and reselling just as another thing you do. There's passive forms of income. There's other types of businesses. There's social media opportunities, all kinds of opportunities out there. And I'm thinking about a lot of these as we speak and how I'm going to be diversifying my business, as well as, of course, continuing to sell on the e-commerce platforms as long as it's potentially feasible. So I guess, my final word would be to you, take this in stride. It's just what happens. It's just like if you owned a brick and mortar restaurant, for instance, and it burned down. If it burned down, there's insurance and all that, but that can take a while to process. But more than that, what do you do ongoing for revenue? You've got to come up with a new plan if you didn't already have one. My advice to you is go ahead and come up with a plan now before the rainy day comes, because the rainy day is going to come. There's going to be there's going to be setbacks in your business, whether it's on a small scale or a large scale. And this is just one more set of setbacks for a lot of us in the reselling community. But, take note. There will be people who will figure this out quicker than others, and there's profit to be made. I think I read once that after the Great Depression, there was more millionaires made from that time period, per capita, than any other time frame in our country's history, which is amazing to think about. It was by far the worst economic downturn we've ever had, way worse than the one we just had in the recent years. And yet, there was great opportunity, and people found a way to overcome those situations and become wealthy and be very successful. This is no different. It's just another stepping stone on your road to success. So I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button, which is down below, as well as consider subscribing. You'll get updates from me and when new videos come out. And leave me a comment if you like. I like hearing from you guys, and I try to answer all of them. So until next time, this is Prof Sales saying good sales to you.